Hi guys, welcome back to Lila Auto. Today we're working on a push mower. Customer says thinks it needs the carburetor cleaned. I have not messed with it. I haven't barely even looked at it. I got it back here. I actually brought this one back to my house. I'm puttering on it in between some of the other things. She said it wasn't a big hurry, so here we go. Let's take a look at this thing. We are looking at, this is what we got here. Power block, large displacement engine, Power Pro. This thing is self-propelled, I guess. It's got some handles up here. That's fancy. I don't know anything about it other than she said she thinks it needs the carburetor cleaned. There's gas in it. Could use a dab of oil, I guess. Spark plug looks fairly new. Ooh, unplugged boot works, I guess. Alright, I guess. I am going to set you guys up, see if we can get this thing to run. I'll be right back. Alright, so apparently I lost all audio here on forward, so this is me tugging on it, trying to find a choke, pumping it, bumping my gums, but yeah, pull it a couple times. I think it does actually start in this clip. Not very well, but I do a lot of pumping on that primer. There it goes. It started and then shut right back off, so it's not getting gas. That primer ball doesn't really feel like it's doing anything here. I keep pulling on it to just try and get it to restart and see if it does anything. But it's not even trying right now. There's some more of me talking. In case you guys ever liked Cub Cadets, you can tell in the background that I have a collection of older style Cubs. And there it fired a little bit and then shut right back off again. So that was the part where I'm telling you that we're gonna tear it apart, get the carburetor off from it, and see if we can get her cleaned up. Here I got the carburetor off from it. I'm gonna crack the bowl off. It was pretty tight. The carburetor didn't look that bad, and the gas that come out of it didn't smell bad at all. It smelled like pretty fresh gas. You can see I dumped it all over. You can see that float bowl's fairly clean in there. The float was working. The needle seat was working. I did try that one before I took it off. Make sure that it was getting gas. And there wasn't a whole lot of stuff in here. You can see that main jet there wasn't. It's not bad. There was a little bit of crud in there, but I mean, nothing that should have really hindered its performance. This is a really, really basic carburetor. There's not a whole lot of pieces to this thing. That gasket's a little tore up. I did end up ordering one of them. And the other thing, when I took the air cleaner housing off, the air filter was soaking wet with water. It's been sitting outside. This is me blowing some compressed air. Just one of those air can canned air things that you buy for blowing dust off your keyboard. It works really good for blowing out jets and stuff in these little carburetors. Got it cleaned up and blowed out. Here's blowing the jets out of that plug. So the way this works is the gas goes up through that bowl nut up into the main jet and then into the carburetor. So this had to be cleaned out, and there was a little bit of gunk in there, so I used a little carb cleaner and sprayed it out and blowed it back out with the compressed air. And this is me just putting it back together, getting it. This is the needle and seat set back in there and putting the float pin back in. Like I said, there's really nothing to this carburetor. It's very, very simple, very, very easy. That was very clean inside there. Did have a little bit of a pit right there. It's not dirt, it's just the coating gone off from the bottom of the bowl. But the same with that little spot there beside the hole in the bottom of the bowl. The bowl gasket was in good shape, so I wasn't worried about that. There's a bunch of other videos on YouTube here of carburetor cleaning and repair, and I'm by no means a expert in carburetors, but I've done quite a few of these little ones. Alright, so we got her back together. Got the carburetor back on it. Got all the... I don't have the air filter in on it because, like I said, it was soaking wet there. But I give it a couple pumps, and I know it's hard to tell in the video, but with no sound, it does fire right up on the first pull. And it runs pretty good, actually. You see I'm playing with that self-propelled thing because she did say that didn't work, but she wasn't really that concerned about it. It actually feels like the handles, or the cable's unhooked in the handle there. So it does run. It does run pretty good. I ordered an air filter for it, and those front wheels there, I need to do a little work on them because they won't stay where you put them in their adjustment. They wiggle too much. But yeah, here's me talking a little bit, and then the audio cuts back in just a second. So here you go. She's not real concerned about that. She didn't say anything about it. But we're going to order an air filter and that gasket for where the air filter housing bolts onto the end of the carburetor is messed up, so we'll get one of them coming too. And then she should be on her way back to mowing her yard. Thanks guys for hanging out. If you like this kind of stuff, there's always more. If you guys like Cub Cadets, I am an avid collector of older style Cubs. I do a lot of work on these Cubs, and if you guys want to see some content on that, let me know in the comments. But there's my tow truck, one of them. Anyways, like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. We're new on YouTube, but we're always working on something. I got some mud truck content that we're working on up to the garage. If you guys like mud trucks, tractors, maybe some Will It Starts coming. If you guys want to see some Will It Starts, anything with a motor on it is what we work on. So let us know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, tell your friends. Find us on Facebook, Lila Auto Repair. Hey, have a good day.